Okay, welcome to the Libra Lounge, everyone. I have a extremely special guest that I get to interview today. As you guys all know, that I I don't even know how to explain. I can't say that I'm a fan. I think I'm more of a super fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. I tell people all the time that it is hands down the best entertainment on television. Period. Point blank, no questions asked. And today we have the honor of having one of the former contestants who is internationally known. We have Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, how are you, Keisha? How
I'm
are you,
good.
everybody?
I'm so excited to have you on the phone. When my husband told me that I got to interview you, I thought he was lying. I thought he was just trying to get some pussy. So he was going to tell me something good to get me all excited and worked up. And he's like, no, no, I'm serious. You get to interview Cynthia. So, Cynthia, tell everyone hello.
Hey, everyone, how are you? This is CUCU Cynthia Lee Fontaine from RuPaul Drag Race, and thank you, Keisha, and family for having me on your podcast. I'm
No,
very excited right now so far.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So, we normally start the show off with celebrity news and gossip because I live to know what the celebrities are doing. I like to make fun of them. I like to live vicariously through them. Basically, I'm jealous of them because they're rich and famous and I'm not. So let's get into the gab. So as we all,
Whatever, you have your podcast. What are you talking about?
right, yeah, I
Everybody's
know.
going to
I'm trying
listen
to
to
get
this
there.
right
I'm
now
trying to
so
get
far.
there. I'm trying to get to that level. So a couple of weeks ago, we heard about the vicious attack of Empire actor Jussie Smollett. Did you hear about that, Cynthia?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so.
actually, I posted on my social media too, supporting him.
Mhm.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm talking about? Because, it hits our community.
Yes.
Especially in my case, I advocates for all the entire LGBTQI plus community. So it was something.
It was
I see,
crazy.
yeah, and I see a little bit of division on, divided like the community on the social
Yes.
media.
Mhm.
And I think it was a very serious matter. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yeah. For anyone in our audience who did not hear about this story, actor Jussie Smollett was in Chicago and he went out around 2 a.m. to go to a Subway to get something to eat. And when he came out, he was viciously attacked by two men that had on Make America Great Again. No, they had on ski masks, but they said they were
mhm,
representing, MAGA, the MAGA. They
yeah.
called him, to me, I call it a double hate crime because they referred to him as a black faggot.
Yes.
They said that they were going to kill him. They poured bleach on him, and then they tied a rope around his neck.
Hmm.
To make matters even worse, we didn't find out until after the fact that just like maybe a month before that, someone had actually sent the letter to Fox Chicago where they, is it, James, do they film Empire there, or is that just something? I think that's where they film Empire. They had sent an anonymous letter to Jussie saying that he was going to die. So, a lot of people, like you said, Cynthia, is kind of divided because surprisingly, a lot of people feel as though this story isn't entirely true. Some people feel like they were targeting him. I'm like, well, fucking duh, yeah, they were targeting him. And some people, they just don't get it. They think it was staged. What do you think, Cynthia?
Well, I do believe, first of all, the minorities in America still attack, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
under the line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Me, as a Hispanic man, part of the Hispanic community in the United States of America, we are another like easy target, to be
Yeah.
very honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
because we represent the minorities the same as the African American community too as well.
Right.
And when we become part of the entertainment business, it's going to be like double vulnerable, easy
Yes.
target for everybody, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just only portraying a gay character on the show,
Because
you know?
he's bisexual in
Uh-huh.
real life.
In my case, I'm bisexual too as well.
Okay. So
So,
like I said, people, well, here's the thing. You had a lot of people from the black community that were only saying, oh, it's a hate crime because they called him a nigger and all of this stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, they didn't just say that. They also called him a faggot. That is the same
Yes.
line of derogatory as calling someone a nigger. I said, you just don't say that. To me, it's a double hate crime.
Oh yeah.
There was supposedly there's been video footage, so they actually could see that yes, this was a real attack. The fact that some
Hmm.
people are saying that they thought it was staged, I'm just like, I don't know where they got that from. To me, it seems pretty serious. But hopefully, these guys are caught soon and they're off the street because you know what? I truly believe that they'll do something like this again. Um,
Yes.
Moving right along, one of my idols, Andy Cohen. He, a couple of weeks ago, he had the baby shower of all baby showers. He had some of the OG housewives threw him this very lavish and fun and entertaining baby shower. Only Andy and John Mayer were the only two men there. But Andy Cohen finally became a dad. His little boy, I think his name is Benjamin, was born last week, and Andy Cohen posted the sweetest picture ever of him and his new baby boy. That baby is going to be so spoiled because I saw the other day he was already on a private plane. And I'm like, God damn, I'm 39 and I've never been on a private nothing. But this baby's already been on a private plane. So, do you have plans on being a parent yourself, Cynthia?
I would like to have my own family in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I always like kids. I'm gonna be very honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
When I see a baby, I went crazy.
Yes, me
It's like
too.
the same way that I see pets. I mean, like
Yes, me too.
this vulnerability. I empathize with all the parents,
Mm-hmm.
and I become a baby. I become a child immediately as soon as I identify or I see a baby or a kid. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes.
So I did not close the possibility in the future to have
Mm-hmm.
my own family, my kids. But right now, so far, in my case, I'm a little bit focused
Mm-hmm.
to build up my career as a,
Right.
on the reality TV star and in the entertainment business, to build a solid, more stability on my finances, and actually to meet the right person for me. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So,
Yes. That is
but I
important.
never close the doors of the opportunity for love, and I have the opportunity to work with Andy when he did 2 or 3 years ago a special show on his show on what's happening with
Mm-hmm.
Mariah Carey. He is
Oh,
so nice,
is
mama.
he? I'm reading one
He
of his
is.
books right now, and I'm just fascinated with him. Like, I want to be Andy Cohen, but well, here's the thing. I want Andy's life, but I tell everyone because I believe that in past lives and stuff like that. But I tell everyone, and I've been telling them since high school, I know for a fact that in another life, I was a drag queen. I was.
I love
Yeah, I was a gay
it.
man.
Yes,
I mean,
mama.
I know it. I feel it. People laugh at me when I say it. I'm like, I am that's serious. I know I can feel it in my bones. So, congratulations to Andy. It was so funny because when I posted it on social media,
Hmm.
I had a couple of comments, but one of the comments was, "Oh, that's so great for him. He isn't gay, is he?" And I was just like, I said, yeah, that's really great. He's a dad. How exciting. And I'm like, yes, by the way, he's also gay. And so I think she, kind of by my response, she's like, I guess I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'm like, what is there to ask? He's gay. Obviously, he got a surrogate to carry the baby, because that's a lot easier to do, even though it costs more money. But it's still very, very hard for gay couples to adopt a child in America.
Hmm.
And I don't understand why that is. And I never knew that until Rosie O'Donnell came out with a docu series, and it's about a cruise that she used to do for all gay families and their kids. And they each would go and tell, the story about them trying to adopt kids and how hard it was and how people talk about them and all that good stuff. So I guess if you can afford it, you just go ahead and use a surrogate. But I think it's like what, $30,000, producer James. Yeah, it's a nice penny.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, it is. It's get your piggy banks ready. I mean, start throwing in all that extra change. So, did you watch the Super Bowl last weekend?
Yes, I did.
Cynthia,
And
you watched the whole game?
let me tell you, it was a little bit painful to watch. And
I bet it was.
finally, I was a little bit excited because, in my case, I'm Puerto Rican. So
Hmm.
basically, my favorite game. It's football, soccer,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and finally I get to understand American football. So I was very excited. I'm like, oh my God, Raiders, whatever. And I mean, to
Go
see the
team go.
lowest score game in the history of the Super Bowl, it was painful to watch.
I
You know?
I'm not a big sports person. I It's funny because whenever it is the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race, every year I always post, "This is my Super Bowl right here. Don't call me, don't text me, don't breathe by me. I have to watch every moment. I need to know what new sayings Ru is going to say. I want to see who's in the audience. I want to see what everyone's wearing. So that's my Super Bowl." So,
Yeah.
I did not watch the game. Tell you the truth, I don't even know who played, but I always know who's performing at halftime. But this year,
Oh, Adam Levine. Yeah.
yes, there was I like Maroon 5. Would I go to their concert? No. If I got free tickets to go, yeah, I'd probably go. But so many people just have been dragging them for their lackluster performance. What did you think about it? Was it really that bad?
Well, to be very honest, I do believe it's because like we used to see these pop female
Yeah,
stars, pop diva
Beyonce,
singers.
Lady
For
Gaga.
example, Madonna, Lady Gaga,
Yes.
Beyonce, Katy Perry.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like in the past years, we see two male entertainers, male
Yeah.
singers.
Yeah, we had Justin
And
Timberlake last year, right?
and you know what? I feel, and I'm gonna be very honest with you, this is like vice versa of like a stigma and discriminating against male entertainers in a certain way. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
explain myself.
Mhm.
Um, they have their own act. They were amazing, great vocals. I think the production, sounding, editing was really good.
Mhm.
It's just only they don't came from a helicopter. You know what I mean? Like Diana Ross back in
Right.
the day
Right.
and give like this spectacular propping show. You know what I mean? They
Right.
was themselves, just only watching them, having energy, having fun. So I do believe, you know, we need to came. It's 2019.
Right.
Honey. I do believe like everybody should deserve the same respect. It doesn't matter the gender. It doesn't matter the sexual orientation. It doesn't matter the execution or any production.
Right.
So for me, it was good, and it wasn't the part that he just only take his shirt off. I
Yeah.
mean, he got a great body, but his
Right.
voice, you know what I mean? Because he
Right.
was skilled, baby. He was a snack, baby.
Right.
But the thing is, like, we need to start appreciating, and start like stigmatize or discriminate against gender. That's my only thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I think through music we can talk to a language that is going to be generic to everybody.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's exactly what happened with Adam. It was really nice. I think like it was really, really good. And for him to always sing in this like nice falsetto, which is
Right.
a very vocal technique,
Mhm.
it was good. It
Okay.
was really good.
I'm
So
going to
for
have to
me, I
agree
like
with
it.
you. I think well, when you I mean, come on. Lady Gaga came from out of the sky. Katy Perry rode in on a big tiger. It was some kind of a cat. I was like, God damn, how long did it take them to build that? I think
Hmm.
that you're absolutely right. When you had Justin Timberlake last year and then you had Maroon 5 this year, they stayed true to what they normally do at like a concert. Whereas you have Beyonce, I think Beyonce had every black female in the United States of America dancing out there with her. So they just put on Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and Katy Perry did a halftime performance like it might have been their very last performance ever. They just went all in, and it was a tough act to follow.
Yes,
But on the
I
other
agree with you.
side, I kind of feel like there was so much controversy surrounding the NFL with Colin Kaepernick and
Yes.
people protesting the NFL. So I feel as though there was a dark cloud over the game anyway, and maybe that's why people were a little bit harder on Maroon 5. But at the end of the day, Adam Levine is married to a supermodel and he's fucking rich. So I don't think he gives two shits about people saying
Yes,
his performance
ma'am.
wasn't that good. So Cynthia, do you binge watch shows on Netflix?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I have been all about my Netflix, and I
Oh,
do. Let me see.
what do you think about Netflix raising the price?
You know what? I'm gonna just be honest. As pro female as I am, my husband pays all the bill. I don't know how much anything costs in the house.
I
Period. Point blank. I
live.
don't know.
Poor
So
husband. Husband, my condolences.
yeah, I'm like, if he ain't complaining about it, it must be okay. So he hasn't mentioned anything about it, but I did hear they were raising their prices. But you know what? At the same time, I think they should, because Netflix has been producing some really, really good material. I mean,
Yes.
they've got movies on there that have soundtracks. I'm like, well, damn,
Mhm.
Netflix. Okay, that's how y'all gonna do it. So next, Netflix every month they get rid of certain shows and movies that they have. So I'm gonna let our audience know all the things that they're gonna have to say goodbye to during the month of February from Netflix. Some of this shit y'all probably never even heard of. That's why they're getting rid of it. Okay, so
Mhm.
Black Dynamite, Bride of Chucky, Children of Men, which that movie is on regular cable all the time anyway. Clerks, Disney's The Princess Diaries too. Man, come on, y'all got to keep that one. Engagement will be leaving. Ella Enchanted, Tomb Raider, Queer as Folk seasons 1 through 4, Queer as Folk the final season, Shaun of the Dead, The Big Lebowski. I bet you every white man in America is upset about that, because if you talk to a white man and you
Yeah.
ask them what their top 5 favorite movies are, they're the Big Lebowski is going to be in there. The Born Ultimatum is leaving. Woman in Gold, I've never even heard of that. Cabin
Hmm.
Fever is leaving, and I know a lot of parents are extremely upset about this because I've seen them posting about it on social media. The movie
Yeah.
Sing is leaving Netflix. I think it's a really good kids movie that apparently a lot of kids like, and now their parents are going to have to go buy it because it's no longer going to
Hmm.
be available on Netflix. But also Disney's Girl Meets World seasons 1 through 3 and Piranha will all be leaving this month in February. So when we get back, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get all up inside Cynthia's business, because you know I'm nosy. So I'm going to ask any and everything I want. She's going to be like, bitch, I didn't tell you can ask me that. And go to the next question. So we will be right back. Hey guys, it's Keisha, the host of the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast and web series. If you follow me on social media, you know that the Million Harris is one of the sponsors of the show. I've told you all about the great hair products for both men and women that they have, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to actually see some of their hair bundles. Here they are. What I did was I ordered both 20 and 22-inch Malaysian bundles and a frontal from the Million Harris and took them to my stylist and had her make this unit. Yes, this is actually a lace front unit made from the bundles I purchased at the Million Harris. I usually don't wear this much hair extensions, nor do I wear it this long, but I really, really love it. The hair feels amazing. It looks great. I've been getting compliments everywhere that I go. So make sure to go to her website or stop by the shop and get your order on. She's got hair products, bundles, and mink lashes. Make sure to use my discount code Libra20 for 20% off your total purchase. Okay, welcome back to the Libra Lounge. Again, I have international superstar, former contestant, not just former contestant, you were on 2 seasons of RuPaul Drag Race. We have Cynthia Lee Fontaine on the phone. Everyone, Miss, how do you, was it cuckoo? What was it that you called your famous
Well,
thing?
well, you can call me Miss Congeniality because I won one
Yes,
of the second, like, most important prize of the show on
yes.
season 8. Or you can call me Cuckoo. That means booty.
It was so funny because when I found out I was interviewing you, one of my former high school teachers, we're really good friends, and he's a huge RuPaul's Drag Race fan too. And I was like, "Guess who I'll get to interview?" He was like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Cynthia." He was like, "Let's make a bet how many times she's gonna say cuckoo, cuckoo during the interview." My bet is you're gonna say it 1,500 times. So don't let me down.
Okay,
Okay, so
perfect.
Cynthia, how would you describe your childhood as Carlos?
To be very honest, it was very amazing. It was very healthy. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It was in the 80s. because I'm an 80s baby.
Hmm.
So basically, I get to, enjoy this beautiful transition from the old big orchestra to the digital music,
Hmm.
Yamaha, and I get to enjoy a lot of rock and roll, station wagon, Chicago,
Right.
even Whitney Houston, the
Hmm.
African American goddesses diva,
Yes.
racing, and then Madonna, so I was with all that influence of music, and at the same time, me playing with GI Joes,
Right.
and Silverhawks,
Right.
and it was like that period of time that even like group music came out, like Jackson Five,
Hmm.
Menudo,
Yeah. And you grew up
so
in
it was
Puerto
really
Rico,
really
right?
good. I raised and born in Puerto Rico, in Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico. That's next to San Juan,
Hmm.
the capital in the island. And the first years of my life, it was with my parents together. But after, when I just get 88 years old,
Hmm.
they get divorced.
Hmm.
So I experienced that. But at the same time, my parents were so mature, and they deal with the situation so good that
Right.
we never suffered the divorce or the separation as well too.
Oh, that's great.
So,
That's
oh
great.
yeah, like my parents were awesome. Like they are amazing.
Hmm.
And my childhood was like really really good.
Hmm.
Always I've been, I knew since I was a baby that I was part of the community. I
Hmm.
was gay, bisexual.
Hmm.
So I always have this feminine side a little bit developed,
Hmm.
and my dad never worried about that. He was like, you know I know you experienced a little bit of bullying, because when I was in sixth grade, I experienced a little bit of bullying, and the way that I managed it was not the correct way, but I stopped the bullying. It was
Right.
one day on the cafeteria at the elementary school, the bully came with like three or more, and they just, you know, kicked my trail of food all the way to the floor.
Oh,
And
wow.
there's two things: you're not mess around with me, my wigs and food,
Your
honey.
food.
Food for me is sacred. I'm gonna be very honest with you right now so far. So the
I'm the
thing is,
same
like,
way. Don't mess with my hair or my food.
yeah, exactly. Everything but the face, honey. So the
Yes.
thing is, like, I just get my metal tray back
Mm.
in the days, and I punch him in the face and I break his nose.
Good. Good for you.
I think, like, for me, violence is not the best response,
Right.
but at that period of time, it stopped me to be bullied.
Yeah.
And also, I become best friend with my bully, and right now, he is an incredible, successful family man. He's an accountant in Puerto Rico,
Hmm.
and he always said, "If you don't punch me in the face with that trail, I did not understand the meaning of respect."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I mean, he got a precious family. He got beautiful twins, girls. Right now,
Hmm.
they are in college. So he is a professional. And I'm so happy how everything that you experience in your life can be negative, but it
Hmm.
turns in a positive way for others. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And even for myself.
Yeah.
So that was maybe probably the darkest 4, 6 months that I experienced in my life.
Hmm.
The rest, I mean, I always been very sociable and like popular at school, and even people,
I have a
were
hard
like,
time believing that, Cynthia. I just kind of figured you to be a bookworm somewhere in the corner in a library, just writing
yeah,
poetry.
it was like, I think maybe probably like that transition to be a teenager, you know,
Hmm.
the transition of the crazy hormones, like Big Now
Yes.
on Netflix. I'm coming to change you. You know what I mean? Like, cost on me a little bit, like I get like isolated myself. I'm a little bit antisocial.
Hmm.
But guess what? That period of time, we were moving from Puerto Rico to Panama because my mom, you know, met my stepfather. He's from Panama. So we moved all
Okay.
the way to center South America.
Hmm.
He used to work with the Panama Canal Commission at that period of time.
Hmm.
And it was a shocking experience for me because the moving situation and adapting myself to a new culture,
Yeah.
it was shocking for me. It was, very traumatic. But at the same time, that's how I just met my spiritual connection.
Okay.
because part of my family it's Adventist from the Adventist church,
Mhm.
Seventh Day Adventist church, and believe it or not, they opened the doors to me and to all the rest of my family,
Mhm.
and the acceptance and the love and the spirituality was so good.
Mhm.
And I do believe that was when it came all my positive energy and my
Mhm.
positive attitude to life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if I don't go directly anymore, like to church or become like an active member because of my lifestyle,
Mhm.
they never judge me.
Right. And that's
So
important, and that's really important.
yes,
Um,
yes.
I wanted to ask you, you know, I I tried to when I was writing out the questions, I sometimes I will ask myself the same question. And I was like, Cynthia, when did you first discover the term drag queen? Because it made me go back and I was like, when was the first time that I heard the word drag queen? And I think I might have been in high school. When was the first time you discovered the words drag queen and what it really meant to be a drag queen?
Well, when I was in high school, I was very involved in church activities and high school activities and events. So all my attention and my focus was like, to build up a bridge all the way to go to college. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But that was a period of time that I was 18 years old, 19 years old, and I was about to get married. But
You were about to get married
yes, ma'am.
to a
Woo,
woman?
this baby, yes. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, but let me tell you the tea. This is good, baby. Are you
Okay,
ready,
okay, I'm
baby?
here for it.
Um, After 3 years dating this beautiful lady, she's sitting on me with the pastor that was supposed to officiate the wedding.
Wow.
So that was like maybe probably like a wake up call for me. Like, oh, there's something going on. I need to came back to my roots. I graduate from high school. I break the relationship, of course. In my case, it was the healthy choice for me, and I moved back to Puerto Rico
Mhm.
to pursue my career, a bachelor's degree that I have right now in liberal arts and clinical psychology.
Mhm.
Um, in that period of time that I was kind of like a little bit far away from my parents,
Mhm.
I was a little bit with myself, looking like for the adulthood life. That's what I started to go to the nightclubs.
Mhm.
And when I went to a nightclub in Ponce, Puerto Rico, that's at the south of the island,
Mhm.
I went to this bar and then it was backstage.
Mhm.
And the first drag show that I saw, it wasn't a drag show at all. It was a transgender woman performing.
So it wasn't a drag show, it was women, transgender women performing as themselves?
Like, yeah, they
Okay.
were doing. I mean, what I'm trying to say, it wasn't a man all the way transformed into a woman. It was a transgender woman doing a drag show.
Got you.
If
Okay,
that makes
okay.
sense, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I was like, wow, how gorgeous creature I just saw right now. You know what I mean? Beautiful makeup, hair. The hair was amazing, like costumes, designs. I'm like, wow, wow, wow. But at that period of time, me, machista,
Mhm.
Hispanic, Puerto Rican man, I
Mhm.
was like, oh, I support the drag community. I support the transgender community. But me doing drag, hell no, no,
Right.
no, no, never.
Right.
No, mijo, no, no. Carlos is not gonna never and wear a wig and
And
wear
a
like that
dress.
type of makeup. No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. So, but at the same time, I was on the entertainment business already in Puerto Rico working on TV. I
Mhm.
was working in Univision, Telemundo, NBC over there for more than 6 years
Mhm.
and working with Miss Universe organization Puerto Rico and other like pageantries over there.
Mhm.
So I was very close to this feminine side to be like coming out, this beautiful character as a Cynthia. But at the same time, I do feel I was not ready because of my stigma, discrimination, and my toxic masculinity. We have to be
Right.
very honest with that, you know? And but when I see that particular show, it was like maybe probably 2003.
Mhm.
That never came like it was all over my head all the time. I'm like, oh my god, this art is fascinating for
Right.
me.
Right. I don't think a lot
I
of people realize that it's truly an art form.
Yes.
Yes.
It is like, for example, like in my case, when I just transform into Cynthia Lee Fontaine,
Mhm.
I transform into another different type of persona, and it's a character. It's a
Right.
character, and the involvement and the process to get Cynthia to life. It's very detailed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I did not understand that back in the days. Until 2006, December 17. I remember till today. 12 years ago, I have one of my best friends that they said, you know what? I'm going to be very honest with you. We have our runway parties here at my place. And you take those high heels and you kill them. You train a lot of pageant girls in Puerto Rico. You
Mhm.
know how to walk in high heels. I need a favor from you. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, here we go. I smell the mess, you know? And he asked me that day if I can cover him on a drag show.
Mhm.
Not just only do just only one number, two numbers, and MC the drag show, be the host.
That's not
I
an
was
easy gig
No, it's not.
to
And I
be
was
the
like,
host of a drag show because the audience out there.
yeah,
Ooh, you say
and
one
two
wrong thing.
numbers, perform two numbers.
Why?
So it
That's a
was my
lot.
first time. It was a lot, you know what I mean, to be very honest with you. But all my experience in theater, TV, dancing, singing, you know what I'm talking about? So, but it was just only dress in drag, all completely from head to toe,
Mhm.
doing my own show. And the thing is, like, he asked me that favor because in Puerto Rico, you do the drag pageants, and
Mhm.
every category is by week. They
Okay.
do a month of the pageant, and that week was the final week with evening gown, Q&A, and crowning.
Mhm.
And he was winning every single category each week. So
Okay.
he said, I want to be relaxed if you can do me that favor because I did not find nobody to cover that show. And I'm like, oh my God, there's so many drag queens out there, and you ask me that I don't have an experience.
Right.
So that was the first experience that I have the opportunity to do a drag show. I have a friend that do my makeup. My friend gave me her name back in the he's not a drag anymore,
Mhm.
but her name was Gia Karanji, like the model.
Mhm.
So basically, I performed, and when I did the first number, and I did a Spanish song, it's a very famous Italian singer, Laura Pausini.
Mhm.
I was like, oh my God, this is magic. But the best part, honey, of the performance, it was at the end, me counting the money. When I get
Hello.
$42, baby, on my hand, I was like, oh, this is my chosen career. This
Yeah,
is when
this
I'm
is
gonna
it.
put like food on my table. I'm gonna get my coins, baby. You know what I mean?
Yes. That was the moment where it's like, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do. And that was the transformation into Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Yes.
Now,
And it was
I'm sorry,
magic. It
go
was
ahead.
beautiful. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was magic. It was beautiful because I've been singing for so many years since 1995 when I was a quinceañera. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that moment, I found my niche.
Right.
I found my space to express myself in an artistic way, but at the same time, in another perspective, with a beautiful character, with a
Mhm.
beautiful creature that come out and just, perform a beautiful number. It could be lip sync, it could be singing live.
Mhm.
And it was beautiful. And since then, like 20 years ago, and you know the rest of the story.
Yes. So I know a lot of people, they've seen drag performances and they've seen drag queens at, different clubs or different events and things like that. I try to pretend like I'm just like a drag queen connoisseur. I know everything about it. Because what people don't understand is the time it takes into actually getting ready for a performance. It doesn't just, people think, oh, hair, makeup. It's like, no, it's so much more than that. Just the dresses and costumes that you guys wear. I'm like, how do they afford all of that beautifulness? And I'm like, I just want to smell the dresses that y'all wear sometimes. So can you kind of take us like let's pretend you have a performance tonight. Take us through the timeline of you getting ready to hit the stage.
Well, for example, every single Friday, I'm hosting here in All Cans Harry, Austin, Texas,
Hmm.
which is my home bar for almost 10 years.
Okay.
The viewing parties. for All Star Season 4, which is an amazing season right now so far on VH1.
Mm-hmm.
What I do,
Yes, it
maybe
is.
probably I go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I do my meditations. I do my prayers in the morning. I wake up, go to the gym, then came back and see what I have on the closet to wear.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I design my own clothing.
Okay.
But I try to do that the day before or the week before.
Okay.
I'm very OCD. I try to have everything as much as possible ready, maybe 4 days before the gig,
Mm-hmm.
before the performance.
Uh-huh.
But that day, maybe probably I start getting ready at 3,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say an hour and like let's say 2 hours between shower, shaving, and makeup. In my case now. Back in the days, it used to be a little bit longer because I was a newcomer entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I know how to do my makeup in 40 minutes, 35 minutes.
Okay.
But let's say like all the entire process to go to the shower, shave, and makeup is 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Then going to the bar, and I get ready always on the bar. I don't like
Okay.
to walk around with my costume because I do believe like we take the surprise element out
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
until you get to the stage. So when you get to the bar, just try to organize everything, a lineup of the host,
Mm-hmm.
show whatever we're gonna have during the commercial breaks for the viewing party,
Mm-hmm.
and get ready in 15 minutes with hair and with the custom shoes, pantyhose, everything that I need and accessories, and then get ready to the show to be hosting the show. So
Now,
that's maybe probably regularly what I do, like maybe 2 hours in
and
total.
you left out one important thing. What about tucking?
Well, on the 15 minutes, I do my talking. Which, for everybody that is not related to drag, like I know that you have a lot of followers that appreciate the art of entertainment in
Mm-hmm.
drag,
Mm-hmm.
but it's how do you create the illusion,
Mm-hmm.
of a female body part that is on the
Yes.
center.
Yes. And
That's a very
I've
PG-13 way to explain it.
yes, and I tell you this, I've watched every single season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Trinity Trinity may have the best tuck. What do you think?
Well, me watching all the entire seasons
Mm-hmm.
is between her and season 3 alumni from RuPaul Drag Race, Carmen Carrera.
Oh, but Carmen went. She got the whole sex change.
Oh yes, now yes,
Yes,
she's a transgender woman.
yes, she's
She
transgender.
advocated for the rights of the transgender community over there
Mm-hmm.
in New York where she lives.
Yes,
But back in the days,
you're
because one
right.
of the rules
Yes,
to become part of the show
right,
is to be 100% men
right.
who transform into drag. So like it was impressive to see her
Mm-hmm.
like just only do her regular preparation, and like I remember back in the day she used to perform like semi naked because her show were like kind of burlesque.
Okay, yeah.
So
She.
for me, the top two girls that I see them live doing this magic, talking transformation
Mm-hmm.
is Carmen Carrera and now Trinity the Talk.
Yes.
So, well, Trinity the Talk, baby.
Yes, exactly. She changed her name. Yes, Carmen. I mean, even when she was performing on RuPaul's Drag Race, even when just in the dressing room, in the workshop, I'm having a mind fuck right now. I can't remember the name. But she, even with the short kind of, she had the buzz cut a little bit, still looked very, very feminine, even outside of
Yes.
drag. So I wasn't surprised. But you said something a minute ago that one of the requirements to be on RuPaul's Drag Race was that you had to be a man who dressed into drag. Now, have those rules changed? Because we had Monica Beverly Hills who, came out during her season saying that she was trans, and then you had, Gia Gunn
Gia Gunn, yeah.
from this last the All Stars that were presently still in that season. She said that she is now a transgender woman. So have those rules changed a little bit?
Well, actually, let's go a little bit like back on
Mm-hmm.
season 2 of RuPaul Drag Race. The first competitor to came out as a transgender woman was Sonique.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes, and
yeah.
if you see Sonique right now, a gorgeous creature, a gorgeous woman,
Mm-hmm.
and the most nicest person ever, and so talented. You know what I mean? She's a
Mm-hmm.
singer, she's a gymnastic, she's a dancer, she's everything.
She
I
did
love
it
her so
all.
much.
Yes.
She got her first single actually for Christmas on December, and it's so beautiful. It's very successful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Under the same music label record that we have, the Benedetti Music Group, that is the same management company that we share. So
Mm-hmm.
we have the opportunity to see it, and I'm like, how do you feel? You've been the first openly transgender, competitor on the show.
Right.
And she said that it was a moment of release and freedom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, the conversation came out, and I told her, and that's answering your question right now so far. I do believe the term, in my case, I did not call drag queens anymore drag
Mm-hmm.
queens. I
Okay.
call them entertainers,
Yeah, that's
And if
what
you
y'all are.
translate to Spanish, yeah. And if you translate to Spanish, we call them transformists
Okay.
because you transform into something that
Mm-hmm.
you consider yourself beautiful, that you consider yourself fierce. It's
Right.
that inner personality, it's that inner alter ego that came out. And everybody get to see, maybe probably on stage, maybe probably on a catwalk,
Right.
maybe probably on a makeup tutorial. You know what I mean?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because it diversify, and that's the beautiful part. So right now, so far, that we have open auditions for season 12 of RuPaul Drag Race,
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of transgender that approached me and said, should I audition for the show? And I'm like, honey, it's always open for you to audition. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You have just only to bring the A game, bring
Right.
something extraordinary, and be creative with your entertainment character.
Right.
So, I mean, auditions are up,
Yeah, they
so you
are
never know.
because I can't remember the name of the casting company, but I follow them on Instagram, and in their
Casting
Insta
firm.
story, they're like, "Yes, we are casting for season 12." I'm like, "Gosh." But
I
it's
know it's too soon,
it's
right? Like, oh my God,
crazy.
everything. Alter 4, season 11.
Right.
Let's cast for 12. You know what I mean?
And it was
We don't
funny.
have time to breathe as a fans,
Yes,
right?
but you know what? I love it because I was like, I would watch a clock. I'm like, when's the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race? When's the premiere? So when I heard that, I think the next season is supposed to start February 28th, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like boom,
Yes,
boom, boom, boom,
February
boom.
28th.
Yes.
And it's going to
So,
be on Thursdays now, 8,
and that's fine with
9
me.
p.m. 8 Central.
It
So,
doesn't matter
yeah.
if it's on Logo or VH1. It doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter the day. I'm gonna be watching it. Plus, I'm gonna DVR it.
Thank
So,
you for your support.
it was.
Oh, actually, I totally forgot talking about the transgender,
Uh huh.
involvement in the show.
Hmm.
That finally we have a pre-op, on the Christmas special for RuPaul Drag Race. We have Sonique actually,
Oh,
you
really?
know. Yeah, like if you see the Christmas special for RuPaul Drag Race, we have Kimchi, we have Trixie Mattel, former winner from All Star
Mhm.
Season 3,
Mhm.
and also we have Sonique competing to be one of the first RuPaul Drag Race like Christmas queens. That at the end, um, everybody was a queen of the Christmas season. You know what I mean? It was a very
Right.
nice, episode, but it was good to see already a transgender woman in all her splendor and glam,
Right.
involved on the show.
Well, I know you said that you have a lot of trans trans men that ask you should they still audition to be on the show even though they know they're going to be going through the process of changing genders. But it's so funny. You're like, you always audition. I mean, perfect example of it would be Alaska, who auditioned to be on the show like 30 times before she actually was like accepted to be on the show. So yeah, I mean, even when they say no, just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I just only auditioned twice.
mhm,
I remember the first audition was for season 6,
mhm.
winner Bianca Del Rio, and that
Yes.
season was one of the most competitive
Mhm.
because at least like almost 7 of the girls were strong competitors. You know what I mean? So
Right.
thanks God, hallelujah. I didn't get shows. I didn't get cast for season 6.
There was a lot of tough
And
competition on that
oh
season.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the first eliminated. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I mean, the production War Wonder, like, emailed me and they said, like, you know what? No, your video was really boring. You're very, like, we know you're very professional and you were like put together, but we want to see personality. We want to see what one of the producer staff saw on your show at all camps. So yes, they were stalker. They came to my home bar and they see me, and I'm like, oh my god, psycho bitches. But
Excuse me,
I
Cynthia.
learned, I fixed, I did my second audition tape in 48 hours after I send my audition tape,
Mhm.
which I get the help from my assistant, my now manager, Javier Simmons, that he's listening to this podcast right now. I love you, Papi. Thank you for everything. They call me for the 2 months process to be cast for season 8, and you know the rest of the story. I've been blessed to be chosen part of the cast of season 8 of RuPaul Drag Race. So I was very happy. You know what I mean? But it's a learning process.
Right. What? How much has your life changed since you appeared on RuPaul?
It was a 365 degrees
I bet.
change.
Yeah.
I've been a hard worker all my entire life. Before RuPaul Drag Race, I used to work at my home bar, and I used to compete in pageants. I'm a former Texas Continental.
Mhm.
Continental pageantry system is a very well-known pageantry system in America. And also, we have a couple of the girls that they were national title holders from that pageant. For example, we have Roxy Andrews from season 5.
Mhm.
We have Neisha
Hey, thick and
Lopez.
juicy.
Yes, and we have this from the season 11. We have a couple of pageant girls too, and we have Brooklyn Heights, the
Okay.
first Canadian like to become part of RuPaul Drag Race.
Okay.
So I was very involved in that, and also my real job was to be a caseworker for HIV clients who experience mental health issues or substance use issues too as well.
Wow.
So change that into the reality TV star personality.
Mhm.
It was a dramatic, change. But at the same time, I miss my job as a caseworker. I'm not gonna lie to you. That
Mhm.
have that interaction, empathize with my community in that way and helping with resources
Mhm.
versus become this public figure that every single like country and continent in the planet, they know
They
the
know.
show and they
Yeah.
know you. It changed your life. You in certain ways stop living your own personal life just
Yeah.
to live for your fans,
Yes.
and you get devoted to the fan base of the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
In
Right.
the public life, for example, I still go into the supermarket and I get like ninja pictures and Snapchat, like, this is Cynthia Lee Fontaine buying some groceries on HEB. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did that,
Or
Cynthia. No, I'm
going
just
to the
kidding.
pharmacy. But in my case, like my fans and the fans of the show, they are so nice, they are so kind. They know that I'm very approachable, and
Mhm.
I love to take pictures with them. Even myself in social media, I love to answer all the entire message that I get every day to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, that's the only thing that maybe probably changed. That
Mhm.
I'm like, I like this interaction. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I dedicate like maybe probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour on social media just to pay attention. And listen to my fans,
And I'm sure
all
they
the
greatly
encouragement.
appreciate that.
You know what? Without the fans, we're nothing.
Right. Mhm.
And I'm very grateful to have this opportunity. It's almost like 4 years since I was on season 8 of RuPaul Drag Race, and
Mhm.
I'm still traveling. I'm still working, and it's because of the love and support of all the fan base for RuPaul Drag Race. So
Right.
I just want to say thank you to all of them, and it's a huge support for us.
Right.
You know, so I think that's the maybe probably something that I just adaptate to my regular basis life.
Mhm.
But I'm not mad about it. I'm
Right.
just so happy. And I'm a talker. You see now, I can stop talking. I'm a conversational person. So
Yeah. Well, has it affected your dating life?
um let's say Yes and no.
Okay.
The yes is because I get a lot of head, and I get a lot of, like people contacting me like, hey, I'm interested in dating you, blah, blah, blah,
Do they
and
send you dick pics, Cynthia? Tell the truth.
I think
Yes.
it's kind of weird. Yes and no. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna be real honest with you because the thing is, like, as soon as I just disclose my sexual orientation as bisexual man,
Mm-hmm.
that turned crazy everybody. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
bet.
and even back in the day when I used to be in drag, I specifically, even I want my friends and family to call me Cynthia,
Mm-hmm.
but even on my social media as Cynthia Lee Fontaine, because I have my profiles and my other social media for Carlos, which is a little bit more private,
Mm-hmm.
people are still calling me whatever they want to call me, or Cuckoo or
Right.
Carlos or Cynthia. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the approach is a little bit more different, and I like it. I'm like,
Right.
okay, everybody saw me like behind the scenes without makeup, all the
Right.
stuff. So, but yeah, I get a lot of hit from Cynthia, like, Cynthia, oh, how are you? Wow, a lot of people that is interesting, maybe more on the character rather than
Right. Then Carlos.
on Carlos.
Right.
But I get a lot too of like, oh, I want to know who's behind the makeup, who's behind the wig. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Carlos. Oh, so you're bisexual, you're a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
You have that as a profession too. You're clinical psychology, but also you like football. Oh, that's amazing. I want to
Right.
know about you. You know what I mean?
You're the
Um,
perfect wife.
yes.
You're the
you know,
wife that every man truly wants. You've got it all.
and but the thing is, like, the no on that part of the answer of the question that you asked me, it's my
Mm-hmm.
time. This career consumed like almost 100% of my time,
I
and
bet.
it's not that I'm mad about it. It's because I'm so passionate, because this is my chosen career. This is my passion. This is a dream come true, to become one of the top three most viewed shows in all the entire planet,
Right.
and have this popularity, and been working so hard, because I finally, I do believe Cynthia is get recognized everywhere.
Right.
For me, it's just like, the most happiness experience ever I live in all my entire life.
But how do you
So,
balance it? How do you balance it all? How do you balance your personal life, the life on the road? You have your home bar there that you do performances at, and family, dating. It's a lot because you guys, a lot of people don't realize that after the season, a lot of you go on tour. So how do you
yes.
how do you manage that? And I know our audience wants to know, but for me personally, as someone who's trying to break into the entertainment world, and even at this lower level that I'm at, some days it's like, oh my gosh, this is hard. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I've got three businesses, and then it's a
hmm
lot. So how do you do it? What advice can you offer?
Well, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I did not back in the days, and that's how I compromised my health.
Hmm.
With, for example, last year, I get, admitted at the hospital because I have PGP pneumonia, and it was the overcharge of work that I have at that period of time,
Hmm.
because I'm a workaholic.
Hmm.
And that was a wake up call for myself to, hey, you know what? At that period of time, I have a relationship with a lady, and we have a beautiful relationship for 3 years.
Hmm.
Um, but it was consuming all my time, and it was consuming my health too.
Yeah.
My health was compromised.
Right.
So that was the wake up call for me that, hey, you know what? You have to stop. You have to calm down and self care.
Right.
So now what I do, for example, when I talk with my manager, it's like, you know what, to be very honest with you, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, at least I want those days off.
Right. Yes.
I need to go to the gym. I need to have like my nutrition. I need to take care of myself. Even if I have a date, I want to go on a date. I,
Right.
I want to go to movies, with friends too. I want to visit family, and
Right.
then the rest of the week have the opportunity to work.
Yes.
So, because you have to. If you don't have self care, your hair can
Ooh.
compromise, and without health, you can do nothing. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing now, and I feel that I'm living a very stable and healthy life.
Right.
You
And
know,
that's
and I'm
good.
working on what I love. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Well, you were very open about your battle with cancer as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
remission, almost three
Yes.
years and a half.
Yeah.
Yes, get cancer in the cuckoo baby.
S-
Woo!
Now, no matter how many episodes of the show I watch, just whenever you guys hit the runway, I get a rush of adrenaline myself, even though I'm just sitting there watching. I can't wait to see what y'all are gonna wear, how your hair is gonna be, your makeup. So do you remember the feeling you had when you first hit the runway to show off your first outfit in front of the judges?
Well, to
Especially
be very
Michelle. Michelle is a
honest,
beast. Woo!
yes, yes.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you, when you get the call that officially you're part of the cast of RuPaul Drag Race,
Hmm.
you get in this emotional shock. For example, I do remember today when they call me that I was part of the cast, and I have like 2 weeks to prepare. You
That's all
know,
they give you is 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
They give you two
and
weeks to pack up everything. Now, oh, I'm glad you let me ask you a question. I gotta ask you this because I've always wondered. And then we'll go back to my original question.
oh yeah.
So when you all have the different challenges, okay, I know they show you guys working, making your costumes, getting your wigs ready. But when you go there, when they call you and say you've got 2 weeks to prepare and get here, do they kind of tell you some of the themes of the competition and then you can bring what you have with you, or do you have to do everything there?
No, 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 no. Like now the show works well. For season one,
Hmm.
they have to do everything on the workroom.
Season one, ooh, just watching season one, it literally looks like there's Vaseline smeared all on the camera lens.
Yes. And if you ask me what is the top two favorite seasons from all time,
Uh-huh.
it's season one because you see how everything, like, the roots, how everything,
Right.
like the real original RuPaul Drag Race idea. You know what I mean?
Yes. Hmm.
But basically, right now, when they cast you for the show, they give you a list of possible looks.
Got you. That makes so much more sense to me now. I
Yes.
figured they had to.
Yeah, I mean, like, because, like, you need to know what to get to the show. You know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
need to know what you wear for. But you never know if, like, that look is going to be for a runway look or for a maxi challenge or
Right.
for a mini challenge.
Okay.
So basically, you had to pack between 28 to 36 looks with
What?
different shoes and different hair
How many bags do you
because
take with you then? That's a lot of
you have, and
stuff.
let me tell you, for traveling, it's quite of a journey
I bet.
because they give you a maximum of 5 suitcases. Each one weighed 50 pounds. When you get to the
What?
hotel, yeah, they take your electronic devices out and they said, we're going to measure every single suitcase you bring. And if one of the suitcases like overpass and it's overweight, the 50 pounds, we're going to open that suitcase and we're going to ask you what you don't need because we need to be fair and equal with the girls.
Wow.
And I heard story from other of my sisters that they have to take like customs or some overweight out of the suitcases.
That's
And when they
crazy.
finish filming the show, they give you that back to you. That never happens to me. Because like I'm saying, like I'm very OCD. To be very honest with you, I'm like I'm by the book. I just want to follow the rules. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? I want
Right.
to do a great impression to the producers, a
Hmm.
great impression to Mama RuPaul. You know what I mean? So
Right.
but it happens to some of my sisters and I'm like, but that's the limit, you know what I mean? That's why like people say like, oh, we want to see on that runway look a little bit
Hmm.
more, custom-y or but honey, you have just only like 5 suitcases,
That is
so you
insane to
have to
me.
do a miracle to put like everything that they
Right.
require to the show. So yeah,
I
it's
would be
quite of a
like one of your
headache.
sisters. I'd be like, well, they kicked me off because they said my bag weighed 150 pounds, but I told them when I weighed it on my scale at home, it was 49 pounds. So now we got
Thank
a
you.
problem. Somebody lying. So
Yes.
I would have been, that is crazy. I've always wondered. I'm just like, there's no way that they can make that right there in the amount of time that they have. So you were giving the one of the highest awards, and I think it has to be something that makes you very, very feel very, very good. You were awarded Miss Congeniality. And let me say this. You, unlike other people, Valentina, you were awarded Miss Congeniality, and it wasn't taken away from you by the other queens because hers got snatched away. They're like, "You're not Miss Congeniality. You may be the most well liked, but what was it, James? Do you remember what it was? But they told her she couldn't be Miss Congeniality. She was voted it, but they were like, "No, we're gonna change it around." So you were voted Miss Congeniality. Why do you think that you were awarded that?
Well, I was in cloud nine when I was called on stage
Mm-hmm.
when Katya announced that I was a new Miss Congeniality, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a beautiful experience to be recognized by, the only thing that I try to do and the main purpose for Cynthia is to give positive energy to all the entire rest of the planet and to everybody that have the opportunity to see me.
Mm-hmm.
It's to understand that even if the obstacles or inconveniences in your life, try to make your dreams come true.
Right.
That was my advice when I get eliminated for season 8.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I realized the love and support from all my other sisters,
Mm-hmm.
more visually talking, when I see every single of the girl on the interview, all of them saying that I should want Miss Congeniality.
That's
So
it.
I
That's
was
saying
like,
a lot from drag queens,
yes.
and especially drag queens that you're competing against.
Yes,
Yeah.
because when you're in a competition, I mean, it's kind of like difficult just to empathize or to engage
Right.
on a real friendly relationship. You know
Right.
what I mean? If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yes.
But I made it. I made it, and to see them saying like we were during the filming of the show. She was taking care of all of us. For example,
Mhm.
I've been a team leader from one of the Maxi Challenge, and it
Mhm.
was for the one of the rusicals that we have from season 8, for example.
Mhm.
And I was taking care of every single detail of the girls.
Mhm.
Hey, do you put your wig well? Do you need any bobby pins?
Right.
Um, Let me put some, hairspray on the shoe
Right.
because I know, from example, this is a tip from all drag school.
Mhm.
If you put like some hairspray off the bottom of your shoe, it's not gonna be slippery, and you're not gonna fall on stage.
Okay, let me write that down. Okay.
Yes,
Cuz I'm going to be a
baby,
drag queen one of these days. I'm going to
you
write that
have to.
down. Yes.
You have to,
Yes.
Keisha. You have to. Yes, baby.
I feel it. I
Yes.
feel it. So, okay. I know you've got a new single out.
Yes.
And I want to make sure I say it right. I'm not going to even try to roll my tongue and try to say it with an accent because I'm just going to jack it all up. But it's Pegajosa. Is that how you say it?
Yes. You did a good job
Hey,
in Spanish. Congratulations. I love it.
thank you. Tell us all about your single.
Well, you know what? I raised and born surrounded by the 1980s music,
Mm-hmm.
1990s music too, but at the same time, the Hispanic pop music culture, it's beautiful, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yes.
And I raised and born, the Hispanic, especially the Puerto Rican community, it's very spicy, it's very
Yes.
happy. We
Muy
wake up in the morning, we
caliente.
put some music, yes, muy hot, caliente, it's
Yes.
true. And we wake up in the morning and we do our breakfast with music and we're dancing
Right.
salsa, merengue,
Mm-hmm.
bachata, so me, I'm always this way, you know what I mean? Like always my mom said, like, oh my God, mijo, I don't know what you're gonna do if you like drink or do something else because his personality already is too much and I
Right.
love it. You know what I mean? It's extra. So I'm always this energy and very like interactive. So I was like, you know what? I want to bring that to my music with Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
It's my biggest first project, bringing Cynthia Lee Fontaine to sing live,
Right.
because I used to sing as a Carlos back in the days for years and
Mm-hmm.
competing in competitions in Puerto Rico and Miami. But involving Cynthia right now on this music single, for me, it was very special.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I want to bring that kind of energetic and happy personality and positive personality to Cynthia, and that spice it up from the Latino community,
Yes.
and do Pegajosa. The Pegajosa means sticky. You stick to the person that you like, you stick to the person that you love, and have like dance with a person all night long. That's
Yeah.
the main like
Okay.
message and meaning of the song. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's so weird because I just wrote the lyrics when I was at the hospital. I'm like, oh my god, wait a second. I'm gonna do like this lyric right now, and this is so cool and it's fun. But in my case, I want to bring content to the music of me as an entertainer. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, been working with Ruchi, a producer for Beyonce,
All right.
Madonna, Katy Perry. It
Mm-hmm.
was an honor, you know.
Yeah. You're
And
working with some people who have worked with the best in the business.
no, I mean, like, I'm so blessed to be very honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, it is a huge success. I still get a lot of messages on my social media that they like my song. Even like individuals that they are like English speaking, they were like, "Oh my God, you made me go back to school and go to my 101 and Spanish lessons and translate the song. I love it. I love your voice." That's beautiful. Through
Yes.
music and through my character as an entertainer,
Mm-hmm.
just get to break the barriers of languages and
Yes.
point of views and ideologies, and get the people to enjoy and have fun.
Yes. And that's
So
what
that's the
music is
main
about.
purpose of Pegajosa.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So let me ask you, how did you come up with the concept for your video?
Well, it was between
Mm-hmm.
me and my manager, Javier Simmons. We want something sexy and spicy. Everybody knows me that I'm a comedy director too as well. But I
Mm-hmm.
was like, you know what? I want to bring some section sensuality,
Right.
sex appeal to the video. So the idea came of like I want everybody to see me like on regular basis, like walking on the street and dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and walking it like on the bar and dancing.
Right.
Like you can enjoy my music, you can enjoy Pegajosa everywhere.
Right.
So the idea came in my case, like one of the scenes that I enjoy to film the most. It's me with the music director. His name is Ben Benavides.
Mm-hmm.
Like splitting like honey all over my body and my face.
Mm-hmm. I bet you did like that.
Oh, you know what? It was quite of an experience because, behind the scenes when we were finished filming that, we have to take a shower because all the honey was inside of my eye. Then inside of my eye, I have my eye contact and my eyelash.
Ooh. How long did it
So,
take you to get all that honey off?
well, it was like quiet, like 10, 15 minutes on the shower.
Wow. But I bet your skin was real smooth
Oh,
from
well,
all that
after,
honey.
yes. Even my allergies came out. You know
I
what
bet
I
it did.
And I do feel I was doing like a maxi challenge on the TV show. Because, on RuPaul Drag Race, you have to do the most crazy maxi challenge. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
But I think it was a great and amazing experience. The idea came out like, hey, you know what? I want everybody to see Cynthia 101,
Mm-hmm.
on the streets, very approachable, dancing and having a great time. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the,
Yes.
that's the meaning of Pegajosa and the music.
Right.
So it was a great experience, and I cannot wait for the world to listen a little bit more about my music because I have more music, honey, coming.
Are you going on the road to promote Pegajosa and upcoming music?
Well, I did already. I have a couple. I have my premiere in El Salvador, and then I have another premiere in Europe, in UK last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I'm going to Colombia because you are going to be the first one to have the exclusive. I'm going to release a radio edit mix from Pegajosa
Hey,
made
you're
by
announcing it right
Druji.
now on my show.
Yes, baby!
Woo!
You got the premiere, you got the exclusive,
Yes, you just
baby,
made my whole year.
Oh, baby. And it's going to be close to my birthday because this is my birthday month.
Happy
It's going to be on
birthday.
February 16, you know what I
Uh
mean? But it's going
huh.
to be this month, February. It's the most and amazing, perfect month in the world. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, I guess a Libra. I'm a Libra, so I'm October. I
You're a
guess since it's your
Libra.
birthday month, I'll let you go ahead and say that. But as soon as
You,
February's over, like October's
well,
the best month.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. Amazing artists like you and Adore Delano, born Libra.
I love
So,
Adore. I
and she's a
do.
Libra, you know. But I'm happy, that I'm celebrating, like, my new remix released this month. I'll also like celebrating that it's going to be my 38th birthday, and I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to
Amen.
be healthy. I'm
Hmm.
happy to be on my remission of my cancer. I'm happy that I can say right now that I don't have any pneumonia. I'm very healthy. And
Right.
that's the way that you should celebrate every birthday and every year.
Yeah.
And I'm celebrating the success that I have in my career, thanks to my fans, thanks to my management company, thanks to my friends and family, the support and love that I have from all of them. It's just amazing. So I'm blessed. So
I
I'm
have
starting
to.
celebrating already on February every
I bet
day, even if I go to the
you've been
restaurant.
celebrating this year's birthday since last year. I just have a feeling.
Baby, you know me. I'm a party girl.
Okay, so I have to ask you if you could put anyone, it could be someone in your personal life, it could be another celebrity. If you could put anyone in drag, who would it be?
Well, you know what? I'm going to turn a little bit political.
Uh oh.
But you know what?
Okay.
If I get the opportunity to put somebody in drag
Hmm.
transformation, I would like to see in the future if our president of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, he can get that opportunity
Uh huh.
so he can know exactly how to respect the
Hmm.
LGBTQI community,
Yes.
respect the rights for our minorities in
Hmm.
America. That is like the Hispanic minority community and the
Hmm.
African American minority community are the most successful and the
Hmm.
most influential and beneficial in our society, so he can understand for once in life that being part of the LGBTQI community is not a sin,
Right.
and we deserve the right for equality and acceptance.
That's very funny that you chose him because our guest last week is an adult film star, but she's also a dominatrix. And
Oh, I saw the podcast.
yes,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
she said Donald Trump too. So I think that's so funny. Okay, Cynthia. So please, please, please tell all of the Libra Lounge audience how they can follow you on social media, upcoming gigs, how to get ticket information, give me your phone number, all that good stuff. I want
Oh, baby,
everyone to
baby.
follow you. So tell us how we can follow you on social media, what you got coming up, how we can come out and see you, how we can support you, how we can hear Pegajosa, all of that good stuff.
Well, right now at the moment, I'm traveling the world. I love to travel. I'm going to be very honest with you. I love to go on airplanes and visit cities and countries and continents. I'm blessed for that. So you can see me performing everywhere. But if you want more information about my upcoming performances and my upcoming release for my remix of Pegajosa, you can go to social media, Facebook and Instagram, Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Hmm.
And on Twitter, it's going to be at Lee_Fontaine.com. I have my webpage too, that is cynthialeefontaine.com, so you can see the schedule of my
Okay.
upcoming events and traveling. When I'm in the city in Austin, Texas, that's when I'm not traveling. You can go any Friday or any Thursday now for the viewing parties for All Stars 4
Oh,
or
nice.
season 11 of RuPaul Drag Race, and you can watch the show with me and we can kai kai. So
That
you
would
can
be
find me everywhere.
fabulous.
And if you see me on the city, just put the gay radar or the straight radar on your sexual application on your phone. Grinder, Tinder, plenty of fish, scrub, and more, baby.
That's what
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna do the
everywhere.
next time we're in Austin. I'm like, Cynthia, I'm here. The gay radar pointed me towards you. I'm gonna come and stay with you while I'm here.
Oh, yes, baby. Okay, we need to go dinner, baby. And I
Austin
need
is
to show
not
you the
ready
city.
for us, not for Cynthia and Keisha.
Oh, yes, baby. You, husband and family. I mean, I'm going to be very
Yes.
honest with you. You're more than welcome in Austin. Mi casa es su casa. My house is your
Okay.
house. So welcome to Austin, Texas. And I'm going to have, also, I'm going to have, I'm going to Colombia
Hmm.
this month to celebrate, All Stars 4 and to celebrate my Pegajosa release too as well. And also I have a benefit show because every year when it's my birthday, I like to celebrate on my birthday month
Mm-hmm.
a fundraiser show. So this month in Austin, Texas, we're going to have a fundraiser show for the Austin Tennis Court.
Okay.
That's the organization that I choose this time. So it's going to be happening this month. And I'm very excited about that. I'm always involved in community service and advocating for my community. So I'm very happy. It's going to be a great and amazing time. It's going to be in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
So, and then like traveling Colombia, then Great Rapids, Michigan, and then next month I'm going to Canada. So, yeah, this cuckoo is going to be jumping around everywhere.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay, so
Yeah.
speaking of All Stars 4, who do you think is going to win?
Well, if you go to my social media yesterday, I make a special post.
Oh.
One of the girls that is becoming that is part of the top 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I think everybody knew already in the past months where I was promoting.
Mm-hmm.
Beside Valentina, because she's my Latino sister.
She did really good, too.
She did a great job.
Yeah.
She did a great job. She's very talented. I love her. Even like Rent on Fox Live, it
Mm-hmm.
was outstanding. This is just only the beginning of a new stage on her career, so I
Right.
wish her the best. I love my Nina, so. But the one that I'm rooting in is because I know how professional this individual is for years on the entertainment business,
Mm-hmm.
and how caring and lovely and solidarity the most is one of her biggest, qualities that describe this individual
Mm-hmm.
is Trinity Taylor. That's my girl.
I have to agree with you 100%. I think she's going to bring home that crown. I agree.
And I hope she wins because like I said, on the professional area, she
Mm-hmm.
is amazing. She got all the qualities.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on the personal side, she is, I can say, one of my closest friends since
Mm-hmm.
we way before I know her from Pageantry System, Entertainer of the Year, and other big pageantry gay systems in America.
Mm-hmm.
But working with her on season 9 of RuPaul Drag Race,
Mm-hmm.
I see the real personality and character of her,
Right.
and she's the most helping and lovable human being ever I met. So I wish she can slay the crown, and it's going to be hashtag justice for pageant queens finally on the
Yes.
show.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. I think she's going to bring home that crown. I love watching her. But before we let you go, we always like to
Ooh,
play a little game at the end of each episode if we don't do a award and a bitch please of the week. So I'm going to read you a quote
okay,
by a contestant from Drag Race, and you have to tell me who said that.
okay, let's do
Okay,
it.
let's go.
Ooh, RuPaul Drag Race Trivia by Keisha.
Yes. Calm down, Beyonce.
Bianca Del Rio.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Next one. Get those nuts away from my face.
Latrice Royale, season
Ding, ding,
4,
ding, ding,
RuPaul Drag
ding.
Race.
Okay. It's water off a duck's back.
James Monsoon, winner.
Yes.
Season 5 of RuPaul Drag Race.
Yes, that's my
Yes.
husband's favorite drag queen.
She's
Okay.
amazing, and working with her, it's phenomenal. She's a genius in comedy and a
Yes,
great
she's
singer.
very
So good choice.
the snatch game with her playing the chick from what was her name? Grey Gardens was hilarious.
Great. Yes.
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 Okay, so here's the last one. And I have to say this person, I love you, Cynthia, but this person I just stole my heart from the very first time I saw her. I have been obsessed with her. But here's the quote. Back rolls.
Lisa Edwards.
Yes! I'm obsessed with Alyssa's lips. The first time I saw her lips, I was like, I think I love her. And I just love Alyssa Edwards. Cynthia, I have to tell you something. Today, by allowing me to interview you, you have helped me fulfill one of my dreams. And
Aw.
one of the goals for our show for this year, you have no idea how starstruck I am, for one, how grateful I am. And I'm just so super excited. I can't even express to you how I feel right now talking to you. I don't even feel like it's an interview. I just feel like it's two girls just kikiing on the phone. Um, Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and just letting me be nosy. I like it. I feel like I'm going to drive to Austin right now. I just want to smell your closet, all the
Yes,
fabulousness.
baby. Well, I'm OCD,
Oh, yeah.
so I mean, you can do that on my closet.
Uh huh.
Not with Bob the Drag Queen closet, but with my closet, yes, baby. I love my Bob.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. I wish you tons and tons of success. You know that we will be watching and rooting for you. And anytime you have anything, if you come to the Houston area, hit me up. I will come out there. I want to see you. I want to get on stage with you. I can't fit your clothes, but I can fit your wigs, I'm sure.
Baby, baby, let's have a cakey, baby.
All right.
Baby,
Thank you.
and you have a homework. You need to download Pegajosa.
Oh,
It's
you already
available
know it.
everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, Pandora's, even YouTube.
Download it right now,
And
everyone.
and that's gonna be your first 101 Spanish class. Can you promise me that right now so far?
Thank you so very much, Cynthia. Take care of yourself. Be careful out there on the road. And happy early birthday to you. And I hope that I will see you or talk to you in the near future.
Thank you so very much, Keisha. And thank you so
Okay.
very much, husband,
Bye
for
bye.
everything, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you for
producer
your
James.
support and
Okay.
thank you for
Thank you,
having me on your
Cynthia.
show.
Okay. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.